All right, KMR, Kyle Mohan Racing. Figured I would talk a little bit about what we did last weekend. Went out to Hot Pit Auto Fest, took third place, got to spray the champagne with the team and some other great drivers out here in Southern California. If you don't know about Hot Pit, they are a West Coast pro drift series. I think we probably had 3,000 or 4,000 spectators there. It's only their second year. They're growing. And we've been campaigning the MX5, as you can see. Right there, a little bit of damage. I'm going to talk about how the weekend went, why we liked the event, how we got third place, and my thoughts on the MX5 at this point, because it's been doing pretty good. So, like I said, we battled our way up to third. There were some other pros out there. Rome was out there driving. Actually had to battle him in the event. So, two Formula Drift drivers going at it. And luckily enough, we got the win. He even commented on knowing how to follow me in the RX-8, but the MX-5 was a little bit tricky. We ended up having some contact as well. Drifting is a full contact motorsport. If you're not out there rubbing a little bit, you're probably not doing it right. We got into the walls in the back end as well. I never like it when people run into me. We did pick up some just run-intos. But everybody's out there charging. I never mind when I get the little wall rubs and wall scuffs from when I'm dragging back bumper. But same thing, I just try not to smash into it. There's no need. And let's see here. I think it was on this side. Yeah, there it is. Actually shaved the wing down slightly on the wall. And then I think it was in one of my practice runs, laid the back fender right up against it. Picked up a little bit of a wheel rash as well. But luckily the car took it well. In fact, it took it great. I think that scratch is new. A lot of this was previous. Some of this is from Long Beach, back when it was in Super Drift. But these guys right here, that was from this past weekend. We're rocking Federals. This particular series runs a 300 Treadwear 265. It's a spec tire drift series. We can run what we want, hence the MX5 with the 3-rotor, running some boost. We didn't have the nitrous on. We didn't have the anti-lag on. And I think we were only pushing about 20 pounds. So definitely not our Formula Drift setup, but we'll probably turn it up for some of the next events and hopefully get the nitrous system reactivated. So a little bit of body work to do, both from just racing contact and me dragging bumpers. And then I think it's going to be a competitive enough series. I want to get some firsts. I want to win this thing. We're going after the championship. I think for that reason, we probably will turn up the boost the rest of the way, or at least get closer to that 30-pound target versus 20, and then we may investigate running that nitrous system again. So overall, great event. Enjoyed the series because it is West Coast, and there's a lot of diverse drivers and cars out there, and I think it's growing. We ran at Irwindale. Irwindale is always a fun track, and it was neat to run Irwindale in a non-Formula Drift configuration. So, the MX-5's feeling good. I did relocate the e-brake compared to where I had it in Formula Drift. I've been cleaning it up in here a little bit. It's actually set up as close as I can to my RX-8's configuration, minus the gap between the driver's seat and the steering wheel. There's not much I can do about that. That's set by the roll cage. So I think it is what it is. Running a very similar setup, a radiator in the rear, nitrous and fuel tank over the rear subframe. This just is a 93-inch wheelbase car, which is pretty wild, versus the RX-8, which is closer to a 107-inch wheelbase, if I remember correctly. So there you have it. Just super fun weekend competing against everybody out at Hot Pit. And it was also fun to drive the MX5 for only the third time since 2017 when we retired this car. And I think it's going to get me back into this car a lot more having the Hot Pit series here on the West Coast. We'll have updates on the RX-8 soon. I'm sorry, I've been sick. I took a vacation, and I've been really busy at the shop, so I know the YouTube channel has been lagging a little bit. I still have the hybrid motor as well, and a bunch of other projects in the works. So I appreciate everybody's support, and feel free to ask questions. I'll try to catch up on a lot of the different topics we cover on this channel. Rotary tech talks, hybrid builds, big block rotaries, my drift cars, the things Mazda Tricks does. We're having a good time out here at KMR. Oh yeah, I got a little bit of body work to do. No big deal. All right, so that's a wrap on out. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and follow on our other social media channels. And check out the eBay store and the website if you haven't. There's not a lot of merch right now, but we are coming out with some new stuff soon for the kickoff of the Formula Drift season, which is in April. Just about a month away. All right, wrap out. Thanks, Renewable. Thanks, NGK. Thanks, Brave. Thanks, Mazda Tricks.